Second half of section 13.6, we're going to deal with the area of triangles when we don't know angles, so that we can't use the law of, or the other area that we've used before. And now I must say you're getting off easy, because the law of sines took me so long to explain. I split law of cosines up, and this is way simple and easy. So the first problem we're going to do today is actually a review of those law of cosines. And so it's the word problem that I didn't make you do in the last section. All right, so the lengths of the sides of a triangle plot of land, a triangular plot of land, are 120 feet, 150 feet, and 175 feet. All I want you to do at this point is find the largest angle of the triangle. So instead of finding all the parts, just find the largest one. And so all you have to do is remember, you have to remember that the largest angle is going to be across from the longest side. So you just decide, there we go, 175 is the longest side. So I want the angle that is opposite it. And now I erased my the law of cosine, so hopefully you either have them in your brain or in your notes. And you can decide that we want the angle that is opposite to the 175. Therefore, the 175 is going to be on one side of the equation, and the other two parts are going to be part of your equation. Remember that? And now we're going to subtract. Do you remember this formula? Are you able to write it down quick before I do? So subtract 2 times the 2 that are on this side of the equation times the cosine, and that's why it's the law of cosines. Cosine of, we're just going to call it theta in this case. It's the unknown angle. All right, so I've done some of the computation. If you put this in your calculator and square it, you get 30,625 equals 14,400 plus 22,500 minus 3,600 cosine theta. So a lot of this is more cumbersome and because you're dealing with your calculator, but actually the steps are really quick and easy. So you would add those two together and subtract here, and I didn't add it together in my notes, to 30, 4, 5, 6, 900, and then I subtracted, I put that part in there. I should have negative 6275, yes, and that we're going to now divide by negative 3,600. So when you divide negative 6,275 divided by negative 3,600, you get 0.17. I guess it's roughly. So now we just take the inverse cosine of 0.17, and you should get roughly 80 degrees. And that's the only thing I asked you this time. And so you're done. All right, it's a little bit more practice on the law of cosines. It's a little bit longer and more cumbersome. Once you know all of that, now we're going to the Heron's area formula. And once again, as soon as you come up with some formula, we can name it after you. But Mr. Heron got to name this one. And so he found that the area can be found by the square root of the semiperimeter multiplied by the difference of the semiperimeter and each of the sides. Now, the semiperimeter simply means half of the perimeter. So to find the semiperimeter, add the 3 sides together and divide by 2, or take half times a plus b plus c. So that's all. That's what this formula means and where it comes from. So this S is this semiperimeter. So once you've found that, you just stick it in, and it's easy sneezy. It's just a matter of lots of numbers and plug them into your calculator. So let's find the area of this triangle when we know sides A, B, and C, but we don't know the angle. Remember, before we could use the 1/2 times the B and the C, and I don't remember it now, and I'm on video showing that I don't remember it. So because we don't have an angle here, we're going to use this formula. So in this case, the area, well, first, before we try to find the area, we need the semiperimeter. The semiperimeter is going to be 1/2 of 750 plus 410 plus 620. So when we add all of those up and divide by 2, our semiperimeter is 890. Is that what you got? Hope so. All right. So the area now is going to be the square root. Don't forget your square root. the square root of 890 times 890 minus 750. I should have gone, I'm going to have to go down, times 890 minus 410. Times 890 minus 620. All right, subtract each one of those, and actually, you know, you're going to put it into your cute little calculator, but since I did the work, I'm going to show you. So 890 times 140 times 480 times 720. So multiply all four of those. Don't forget to take the square root. And so your area should be roughly 127,075 feet squared. So really, if you have that formula and you know how to find your semiperimeter using Heron's area formula, it's cumbersome because of a lot of numbers, but it's really simple and easy because it's really straightforward. That is the shortest video ever. That's all you need to know how to do is find the area of the triangles. Very short video, very short assignment. Have fun. See you later.